2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Looking down upon the Tower Bridge. And nothing.
Hey, Kevin.
I bet they are. Thank you, D.A. And now Washington's starting group. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Bradley Beal is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Avdia in at the small forward position. And for Sacramento, that's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Bagley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's stolen by Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. It's stolen by Hachimura. Off pass to Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
And, you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Beal's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Fox against Westbrook. Stolen by Westbrook. Avdia kicks to Westbrook. Wizards passing it around. It's stolen by Hield. Hachimura against Bielitsa. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bielitsa's got his second basket.
Well, Bielitsa is a weapon because of his efficiency from out there.
Avdia, the pass to Hachimura. Fox with the steal. Bagley with the ball. Now Beal defending.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And finished off by Beal.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
Bielitsa against Hachimura. Bielitsa passes to Hield. In transition, here come the Wizards. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Here's Beal. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
The Kings trail by 4. Pass to Bielitsa. Greg, you played over a decade in the NBA. Is there an opening day that you remember most that sticks out in your mind?
No doubt. The very first time I put on that Knicks jersey, you know, your rookie year, the game was in Orlando. I got to play 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, especially on a really good team. And it was an awesome experience. That was a moment you had dreamt of your entire life if you grew up wanting to play basketball, man, and I was pumped.
That's a great story. Avdia can't hit. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Hield with the bucket.
But he's showing more than just the fact that he's a shooter, working his way strength on the inside there.
To the right side. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And Beal kicks to Hachimura. 6 to shoot. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Whiteside's checked in for Marvin Bagley. The Wizards also changing it up. Mo Wagner's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Davis Bertans comes in for Hachimura. And it's Brown in for Avdia.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Back to Whiteside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
Inside. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Whiteside. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
Let's just not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Finished off the break. Bielitsa's got 6 points.
Bielitsa knows he's got to play fast, and he finds an opportunity in transition.
Back to Brown. The pass to Bertans. Outside Beal. For 3, Westbrook. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. The Kings have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. And here is Fox. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the shot goes in.
Well, this is when Fox is at his best. Once he gets a step on the defense, you're pretty much going to read the back of that jersey.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Wizards lead by... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. We've got Davis Bertans. Ish Smith is out there with Brown. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Bonga in at the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And it's Robinson with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Bertans with the ball. And the rejection by Holmes. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
And one of the premier floor spacers in this game now. Bertans, Greg presents a matchup nightmare.
I mean, no one can challenge his shot. He's 6'10", has that high quick release, and can hit it from 30 feet. 2 years in a row now, he's been over 42% from range. And the scary part is he's starting to round out the rest of his game.
And Joseph gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Kings making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Now Bertans. Pass to Wagner. Robinson pulls it in.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Holds. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Washington making some changes. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. And it's Avdia in for Davis Bertans. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Smith the pass to Avdia. The Wizards with another miss.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Passes it to Kaminsky. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Bonga, and the shot is good. Bonga's got 4 points in the quarter. Quarter 2, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now, here is Halliburton. Here's Holmes. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And not hard to to see why they're on the bad end of this run. Just not doing the job on that defensive backboard.
Brown dishes to Bryant. It's tipped. Holmes with the steal. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
I'm watching Ish Smith watch his teammates. Great swing to the wide open man for the uncontested shot.
That one good for 2. Holmes got 11 points.
You know what? Feed the beast. You got to look for him every trip down because he's been out of his mind this quarter.
Here's Bonga. Pass to Bryant. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Basket good. Holmes got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Bryant. He's coming off a 22-point game against Detroit.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
And here are the Kings now after the basket by Washington. Great positioning on the putback. Kaminsky's got his first points of the night.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And the shot goes down. And now a 10-point Kings lead. 36 seconds left here in the second. For Washington, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Smith feeling it out a bit. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Kings. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Halliburton, that's good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Brown the pass to Bonga. Kicks to Smith. Out to the right wing. And the 3 off target. And so it's this. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us. We saw Richaun Holmes lighting it up in the first half. He had 13. And that's all we have for.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Richaun Holmes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bielitsa is out there with Marvin Bagley, and it's Fox in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Oh, that gets everybody fired up. The point guard, De'Aaron Fox, up on the rim.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Bagley, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Beal the pass to Hachimura. Back to Beal. Over in the corner, Avdia. No good from outside.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And then Hield with the dunk.
Well, nice to see Hield on the runway right there, taking flight.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Bryant kicks to Beal. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. Bryant's got 10 points.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Fox against Westbrook. The pass to Hield. Feeds it to Bagley. Makes it off the glass. And the Kings lead by 16.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
And here's Westbrook. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime,
and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Wizards trail by 18. Here's Beal. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. The Kings have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third, a 75% clip. Whiteside inside. He's defended by Wagner. And it's in there. Whiteside's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Beal. And finished off by Beal.
Yeah, this is great when Westbrook starts to dictate the tempo of the game. This time he's doing it with the pass, setting up a teammate.
The kick out to Fox. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
It's stolen by Hield. Goes up, and it's Fox with the jam.
Got to be aware of Buddy Hield on the defensive end, too. His quickness let him exploit that.
Westbrook. Sacramento grabs the miss. To the middle. Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Pass to Bertens. The Wizards working the ball around now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Beal gets a wide open look. Back to Hachimura. And again, Washington no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the jam by Whiteside.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The King. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Washington. Spanning the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Then it's Troy Brown. Then there's Davis Bertans. And it's Bonga in at the power forward. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, you know, if I get 100, 200 million invested in the guy, I'm going to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, for a player his size, Bielitsa might surprise you from time to time the way he handles it.
Bagley, he's checked in for Sacramento. Bryant is checked in for Washington. Here's Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Kings leading now by 22. Bagley in the post, working on Bryant. And Bielitsa kicks to Fox. Here's Holmes. And it's sent back by Bryant. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Bielitsa against Smith. To the wing right side. To the inside. Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Passes it to Fox. Swiped away. Bryant with it. Holmes covering. The feed to Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
It's stolen by Bagley. Holmes with it. It's taken away by Smith. And now Bryant pushing it up. No one back to stop him. It's stolen by Bagley. Now here is Halliburton. Bertans defending and taken away by Brown. And again, Washington running the court in transition. Nice shot by Smith.
Really, Ish Smith is very dangerous in the open floor because he's got tremendous speed. Comes away with a high percentage look at the basket on that break.
Bielitsa passes to Holmes. Right wing. Down low. To the paint. Here's Bagley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Brown kicks to Smith. Now Bertans. It's stolen by Bagley. 1:39 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Bryant. Pass to Brown. Wizards passing it around. Smith on the wing. Wants to get it to Bryant and does. He doesn't hit that one. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Kings.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Richaun Holmes.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Bielitsa finds Fox. Now here's Holmes. A baseline J. That one a little long. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of the crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
Are you guys excited? Well, I am, because the NBA season tip-off is just days away.
New faces and new places, and we're going to get our first look at all the rookies.
And you can already see them in NBA 2K21.
That's right, so first up, let's take a look at all the player updates, roster changes, and player ratings in the 2021 season of 2K.
And we've got...
Hey, good evening.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. That's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bagley in at the 5 down low. And for Cleveland, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5 roaming the paint. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for players like Andre Drummond, sometimes it's a paradox. A great individual rebounding doesn't always translate into great team rebounding.
That almost sounds, Greg, counterintuitive, right? Because you wonder, is it a lack of boxing out? So if they don't get it, an opponent does. What is clear unequivocally, though, there is more to team success than individual numbers.
Hield can't hit.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Drummond passes to Love. Back to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, Kevin Love just has a great feel for the game. He has a strong understanding of their offense, and he's a very willing passer. That's why you see what you see there.
Now, here's Bagley. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Cleveland, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Back to Sexton. That's in there. Love with the assist.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Sacramento off to a slow start. Still without a basket in the game. Hield can't hit. And here are the Cavaliers. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. And yes, it's good.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
And good that time.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
Now here's Drummond. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Osman. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got 6.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Bagley, it's good on the putback.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
And it's good, 2 points. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
He preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
Bagley, Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Garland with it, now guarded by Fox. Drummond dishes to Garland. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
And let's look at some numbers for Bielitsa. Last year, getting it done. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 6 rebounds and 3 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Here is Love. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. Hield against Sexton. It's stolen by Bagley. Here's Hield. Finished off the break. Hield's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, this guy is willing to make the extra pass. Barnes is not just a finisher, right? This guy's most efficient when he plays within the structure of the offense.
For the Cavaliers, Okoro, he's checked in for Osman, and Porter subbed in for Sexton. Whiteside's checked in for Sacramento. Now here's Hield. 11-point game his last outing. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Hassan Whiteside.
Last season, he played outstanding. 1st in blocks, 3rd in rebounding. And he was top 5 in field goal percentage, never settling, always working to get a good look.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were out of sight. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And the turnover again by Sacramento.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. To the inside. Here's Drummond. Oh!
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And they pick up 2.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Windler. It's Drummond, high post. Right side with it. And it's Joseph in the corner. From about 16, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got JaVale McGee. Hands out there with the Okoro. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the one. Here is McGee. After the basket by Rashawn Holmes. The shot's good from McGee. Greg, what are they feeling here on opening day from the harsh ending to last season? Still very vivid in their mind?
And Kevin, they are motivated. You've had to think about that all summer long, and the chance for retribution starts here.
And so here's Cleveland after the basket by Rashawn Holmes. Okoro passes to McGee. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's Cleveland with it. They've held a 12-point lead early. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game is the second of two straight at home. Windler, the pass to McGee. Here's Windler, guarded by Robinson.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Now, here's Garland. Following the miss by Frank Kaminsky. And it's McGee penetrating. Unable to get that one. Here's Kaminsky. Banked in off the glass. Kaminsky's got it back down to single digits for Sacramento.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Sexton dishes to Okoro. Left side, Love. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Sexton. There's the three. Barnes grabs the miss. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of four-men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
Back to Fox.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now, here's Sexton. And McGee kicks to Okoro. Outside, Sexton. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Kicks it out to Love. Outside, Sexton. No good on the three. The Kings trail by 10. And it's Hield off the drive. The rebound by Kevin Love. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Sexton on the wing. 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. McGee's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Sexton on the wing. Love the pass to Garland. Back to Love. Pass to Garland. 6 on the shot clock. McGee inside. Excellent D there from Parker. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break with a 10-point lead. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The Cleveland did not hesitate to set the pace. A smoldering performance. And now with the second half about to get underway.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
On the court right now for the Kings, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Fox in at the point guard.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Back to Love. There's the pass to Garland. Here's Drummond. It's hauled in by the Kings. Barnes outside. Down low. And here we go. Love heading to the hoop. And Sexton slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Bagley kicks to Barnes. Fox with it. Picked up by Love. Fox, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Passes to Drummond. To the middle. Here's Sexton. The putback. And Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 10 points in the game.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Love kicks to Garland. Pass to Osman. Here's the 3. No good there. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Here's Hield. And the layup is good. He has 7.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now Sexton wants to get it to Barnes and does. They're running. Here's Hield. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now here's Love. 10 points for him. Pass to Osman. Puts one up from 19. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
I like the aggressiveness of Barnes, a much better player when he's attacking.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And Sexton slams it in.
Well, just 6'2", but the vertical for Colin Sexton, nicely done.
The Kings trail by 10. Here's Fox. Lays it up and banks it in. And that's now 6 points for De'Aaron Fox. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Love the pass to Drummond. Shoots over Fox. Misses off the left iron. Kings have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Stolen by Garland. Outside, Sexton. And here is Garland. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he gets it to go.
Well, the toughness of Darius Garland on display. Wants to finish through contact and get the bucket.
Healed the pass to Bielitsa. Outside, Bagley. Good on the shot. Bagley's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Here's Garland. And Drummond kicks to Osman. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the third. The offensive rebound. Drummond. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Sexton on the wing. Garland with it. Kicks it to Love. And there's the pass to Garland. Outside, Sexton. Misses there. And so it's Cleveland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Okoro. Hands out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Whiteside.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Here's Windler. Pass to Drummond. Here's Windler. Nance outside. 4 on the shot clock. Stolen by Joseph. Now here's Whiteside. Not a lot of room. Pass to Holmes. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Cavaliers leading by 7. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. A nice shot by Okoro.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Outside Robinson. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Jabari Parker's checked in for the Kings. Well, Cleveland shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Here's Windler. Now Robinson. Whiteside with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Whiteside, the pass to Holmes. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Inside and stolen by Whiteside. Halliburton passes to Robinson, and it's blocked.
Larry Nance twice on the pipe says no, sir.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and Okoro throws it down.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Bobbed up there for Drummond. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Robinson. Windler with the rebound. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. Garland, he's checked in for Cleveland. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. Fox comes in for Glenn Robinson III. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Barnes finds Holmes. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Garland. 1:35 left in the fourth.
Well, give Darius Garland credit for looking to score. He forces the defense into action.
Shooting for Cleveland, Darius Garland. Taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Kevin Love's checked in for Nance. Osman comes in for Porter. And it's Sexton in for Okoro. Then for the Kings, Bagley, he's checked in for Whiteside. Hialitza comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Buddy Hield in for Halliburton.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Hield way outside. The Cavaliers pull it in. 1:03 left in the game.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Cavaliers.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Andre Drummond.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
And the pass to Love. Out to the right wing. He kicks to Garland. Back to Love. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Substitution.
And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. Trailing by 10. Over Maker. Bagley, no good. Here's Windler. On the wing, Nance. Windler, the pass to Maker. Count that bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Well, before
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Avdia. Then there's Davis Bertans. And it's Bryant in at center. And for Cleveland, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Okoro in at the 3. Now here's Beal. Isaac Okoro missing his last shot. Passes it to Bertans. 6 on the shot clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. That's good from Beal on the assist by Avdia. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we'd love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set, or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the offseason on that challenge.
Season never really ends. Now, here's Bertans following the miss by Kevin Love. And Bryant kicks to Beal. Cavaliers with the rebound. Sexton the pass to Okoro. To the left side wing. Pass to Garland. No good. And Washington the other way now. Bryant with it. Picked up by Love. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Isaac Okoro.
The 6'10" Bryant is solid at drawing contact, especially when he's doing his best to score.
Both free throws good from Bryant.
And floor spacing is key for any offense, and that's what makes having a center like Bryant so valuable.
Yeah, G.A., his confidence from beyond the arc grows every year. Has a smooth shot release, nice touch, can pop it right at the top of pretty much any defender. He's only going to get better.
Beal with the steal. And here's the fast break. Oh, Beal in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, you got to love how high Beal gets. He's terrific at ramming it in on alley-oop.
Sexton on the wing. There's the pass to Garland. Drummond working against Bryant. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from them.
And Beal kicks to Avdia. It's Bryant, high post. Just 5 on the clock. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Now, how do you counter Bryant's physical abilities? I mean, he's a menace for the D inside.
Pass to Okoro. Down low. And Cleveland turns it over again. Still without a basket in the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Larry Nance is checked in for Love. Osman comes in for Okoro. And Damian Dotson subbed in for Garland. Now here's Beal. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Detroit. Passes it to Brown. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Wagner. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
Now here is Smith. Dotson with the rebound. Nance outside. Here's Osman. He's covered by Brown. Can they get it? And that one's good. Drummond.
Well, there's a better rebounder in the league than Drummond. Tell me, because I'd like to know about it. His work on the offensive glass is huge for them.
Now here is Smith. Back to Beal. Inside. The kick out to Brown from downtown. Rebound Andre Drummond. The Cavaliers trail by 8. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Smith against Sexton. Here's Drummond. The second effort, and it's good on the way in. Drummond's got his second basket of the night.
Go-to option on offense. Give Drummond a rock. He'll find a way to score.
Left side, Brown. Bunga deciding where to go with it. Here's Wagner.
He's such a rugged defender that makes his presence known. Drummond is so intimidating.
And so it's the Washington Wizards with their lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Manning the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Then there's Mo Wagner. Then it's Troy Brown. And it's Bunga in at the 4 spot. The Cavaliers trail by 6.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Now here's Nance. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Osman. And the shot goes in.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Wizards leading by 4.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot-blocking abilities when he times it up.
For the Cavaliers, Love checked in for Nance. Okoro comes in for Jetty Osman. And it's Garland in for Damian Dotson. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Over in the corner, Avdia. Pass to Brown. Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
It's stolen by Brown. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Bertans. Now, here's Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Garland following the bucket by the Wizards. Now the pass to Windler. 6 to shoot to the right side. And here's Love for 3. They get the rebound. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against Detroit. Here's Bryant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bryant's got 6. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Now here is McGee. Pass to Garland. Now here's Okoro. He's covered by Westbrook. Okoro dishes to Love. Right wing. 3-pointer on the way. Goes back up. McGee. Bertans grabs the board.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Here's Bryant. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
And Love throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. On the wing, Brown. And again, Washington no good. The Cavaliers trail by 4. To the paint. Here's Garland. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Brown outside. Out left to the wing. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Off target with his 3. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. McGee bounce pass. Here's Windler. He's covered by Brown, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And it's tied up with that one.
Well, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Passes to Wagner. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Oh, nothing to get a player more fired up than the and one. Wagner's got to be amped heading to the line.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. 1 second left. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Washington out in front, up by 3. And we'll be back right after.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of and 2017's most valuable player, Russell Westbrook, averaged a triple-double. And that's all we have.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Thomas Bryant really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Okoro out there with Kevin Love. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. To the middle. Looking for Sexton. He gets it there. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Sexton's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Cavs. To the inside. And here's Avdia. Down low and stolen by Drummond. And here's the fast break. Love leading the way. Here's Sexton. Westbrook with the block.
Always in a relentless pursuit of the ball. Westbrook is capable of making stand-out defensive plays.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game day outfits.
Oh, bro, come on, G.A. Russ lives by the motto, why not? I mean, the same reckless abandon we see on the court, yeah, it's reflected in his clothing.
And Sexton slams it in.
And this is why you got to prevent Sexton from getting in the lane. Once he...
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. Now, he uses his finesse to get flashy. I mean, Westbrook is an elite above-the-rim finisher.
Westbrook with the steal. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. Bryant's running. Here's Beal. Kicks it to Avdia. From down in the low post, it goes. And now a 3-point Washington lead. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Drummond. Over Bryant. And the pass to Garland. Just 5 to shoot. Okoro passes to Garland. Avdia with the rebound.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, not everyone has Steph Curry's shooting ability. I'd be surprised. I'd be hurt if he tries another one like that again.
Bertans can't get it to go. And it's Love with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 3. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Beal from long range. It's not going to go for him. Now Cleveland shooting 43% from the floor. Pass to Garland. Sexton on the wing. Bertans defending. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got his 3rd basket of the night. Wizards shooting 43% from the floor. 3rd quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Beal trying to break loose. Avdia can't hit.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Okoro. Here's Drummond. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And stolen by Drummond. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And Okoro throws it down.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Westbrook passes to Bryant. Back to Westbrook. 50 seconds left to play in the 3rd. That one goes. Count it.
Well, you think a little bump is going to stop Russ? Man, come on. No way. Total focus on that basket.
It's Drummond, high post. Nice D from Bryant.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Pass to Beal. Bertans with the ball. And it's sent back by Drummond.
An intimidating big man with physical tools that are hard to come by. Drummond loves to send shots away.
And there's Love. That's good on the assist by Drummond. Love's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs. Bertans with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Three-quarters of play in a close game here. Cavaliers lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. So the Wizards 5 right now. Manning the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Then there's Brown. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Bonga in at the power forward.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
Sexton with the bounce pass. Nance, no good. Washington trailing. Bonga, the pass to Wagner. Here's Bonga. Pass to Wagner. Out to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nance. Here's Beal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And it's Wagner missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Smith finds Beal up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Wow. Smith is just an incredible distributor, a genuine floor leader. He knows where to dish the rock.
To the wing right side. Sexton against Smith. here's Sexton. He's tightly guarded. 5 on the clock. Fades and shoots. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
And it's Beal in the corner. To the paint. Here's Bunga. The shot missing. And Cleveland the other way now. Here's Osman. Outside, Sexton. And there's the pass to Dotson. Here's Osman. A three-pointer off the mark. Wizards have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Look at the quick instincts of Beal. They're just fantastic. He does a super job of leaking out that time in transition.
Sexton kicks to Nance. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Great positioning on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Back to Smith. Pass to Beal. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one.
I love seeing Beal come alive in moments like this. When his team needs him, he steps up to the plate.
Here's Sexton. Lays it up off the glass.
Big shot play for Sexton, showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Over to the wing. Here's Bunga, and he comes up with the deuce. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Here's Osman. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play. They're on cloud 9.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
Wizards have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. To the middle and stolen by Drummond. 59 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Out to the wing. Fires the 3. And it's Osman missing. Bryant passes to Westbrook. Shoots over Garland. It's good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch. In clutch moments, you want your best players to come back for you. Luckily for them, Drummond is an all-star type player who feasts off of the pressure.
Outside, Beal. Money!
Oh, they feel comfortable going to Beal down the stretch. He's a big-time gamer who welcomes pressure.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Back to Osman. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Love from the arc. But they recover it. Oh, no good. Now Beal. And so it's Washington who's scraped by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in.
going to have to get all the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Kings preparing for this road contest as they get off the bus. How is that for... And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Now Sacramento's starting five. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Barnes and Bagley the duo with the forward. And it's Holmes in at the 5 spot. And for the Wizards, Davis Bertans out there with Avdia. Then there's Bradley Beal, and there's Bryant, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Now, here's Bagley. Banked in off the glass.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Washington.
And really an odd series between them a year ago as they couldn't get a win in either meeting.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Bagley in the post. Bertans defending. Bagley kicks to Fox. On the wing, Hield. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Holmes, good.
Well, Hield right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
And in the NBA, Richaun Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you got to take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest, that helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot.
Barnes can't get it to go. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Fox. Bertans' shot is good.
I don't think the timing could have been any better as Russell Westbrook does a great job of taking advantage of the defense.
Inside. The kick out to Barnes. Hield against Beal. Puts it up from 17. Offensive rebound. And it's Holmes with the extra effort.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Westbrook surveying the D. It's stolen by Hield. Outside, Fox. They kick out to Hield. From 12 feet out, the putback, it's good on the putback.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Beal with it, picked up by Bagley. Beal's shot is good.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
Hield outside. Kicks it to Barnes. Back to Hield. Clock at 6. Shoots over Beal. Again, Hield missing.
His touch from mid-range, and that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Down low. Fires it up. Pass to Bertans. And here is Beal. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
Bagley the pass to Holmes. On the wing, Barnes. Holmes kicks to Fox. Holmes down low. Working on Bryant. Holmes can't get it to go in. So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to Golden State.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Fox, the bounce pass. Bryant against Holmes. Now here's Barnes. Tee right on him. Some solid defense from Bryant.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And this is what Beal does. He puts pressure on the defenders and makes them compromise when he does.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Joseph to the inside. Bielitsa, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Bielitsa does a good job of staying active and with his shot that time.
Smith right side. A 3-ball. Bonga, no good. And here is Bielitsa. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State.
Let us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
To the middle. Here's Bonga, and he goes in for the dunk.
I'm watching Ish Smith watch his teammates. Great swing to the wide-open man for the uncontested shot.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action after this word. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And in the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Then there's Brown. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Bonga in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Passes it to Halliburton. Bielitsa with it. And that one hits back iron.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
To the paint. And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got the lead up to 9 now for the Wizards.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Yep, that one goes.
Seems to be some good composure here from Whiteside in this game. Not being overly reactive and staying in control.
Now Smith. No points in the game yet for him. It's Brown on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3-point range. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
And checking out the numbers for Bradley Beal. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season put up about 30 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Here's Brown. Rebound by Bielitsa. The Kings trail by 10. Whiteside with it. Westbrook picks him up. Left side, Joseph. To the left wing. Plenty of space. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Back to Westbrook. And stolen by Whiteside. Here's Halliburton. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
The Kings trail by 10. It's stolen by Bertans. And here we go. Washington fast break. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Nice ball movement by Washington. Left side, Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Pass to Brown. The 3 from Bertans. No good. Shot missing. So the Kings will take it the other way. On the wing, Barnes. 17 points for him last game against Golden State.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he makes the first. Wizards making a switch here. Beal's checked in. And then for Sacramento, Richaun Holmes comes in for Bielitsa. And Hield subbed in for Corey Joseph. Here's Barnes. Yep, that one goes in there.
Barnes so good at getting to that area on the floor and then making sure it counts.
Outside, Beal. The pass to Bertans. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. On the wing, Hield. He's covered by Beal. Hield against Beal. Hield can't hit. Avdia with it, and the layup's good off the glass. Avdia's got the lead up to 12 now for Washington.
Someone on the D has to throw themselves in there and contest the layup.
Well, you feel like he's wasting all of his energy on the offensive end of the floor, and that there might be a letdown on the defensive.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown Bradley Beal had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points and 2 assists. And now with the second half about to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Richaun Holmes out there with Marvin Bagley.
Lightning.
That was incredible.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Right side, Fox. Off target from the wing.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it two ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. And he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
Hield can't hit. Washington leading now by 14. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Bertans, the pass to Avdia. Outside, Beal. Inside, here's Bertans. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Whiteside's checked in for Richaun Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Bagley. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Barnes. And Halliburton subbed in for Fox.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Wagner kicks to Smith. And there's the feed to Beal. And stolen by Whiteside. It's Bielitsa, and the dunk by Bielitsa.
How about Bielitsa as the Yugoslavian finds a way to get inside the score?
Now here is Smith. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And stolen by Whiteside. Hield with it. Picked up by Bryant. Pass to Halliburton. Back to Whiteside. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Hield finds Bielitsa. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Left side, Bryant. Smith on the wing, covered by Hield. Smith the pass to Bryant. Here's Bonga. Back to Bryant. Offensive rebound. Goes up again, and Beal lays it in. Beal's got 13 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
And great recognition there in the pick and roll. Beal usually able to make the right play.
Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Hield.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Bonga the pass to Smith. And it's Beal in the corner. Wants to get it to Bryant and does. Smith outside. Fires from deep. Washington gets it back and a new 14. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. A double clutch. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Whiteside. Marvin Bagley comes in for Bielitsa. Barnes is checked in for Glenn Robinson III. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Buddy Hield. Here's Avdia. No good on that one. Outside, Joseph. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Bagley. Bagley's got his first 2 points. The third quarter comes to a close. Washington out in front, leading by 9. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So the Wizards 5 right now. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Davis Bertans. Then there's Brown. And it's Avdia in at the power forward. Outside, Joseph. Passes to Holmes. Washington with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Back to Beal. He kicks it to Avdia. Pass to Westbrook. Down low. Here's Bertans. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Here's Avdia. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Wizards lead by 13.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Wizards making a switch here. Lions checked in.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Wizards leading by 11. And here is Beal. Now Bertans. Back to Beal. The pass to Bertans. Got a piece of it. Holmes with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. Joseph leading the charge. Bagley kicks to Joseph. Here's Fox. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Fox not a jump shooter, just doing a great job of mixing it up offensively now.
Beal finds Bertans. Good work defensively by Holmes. Here's Joseph, and that one is good.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And Westbrook, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hope that's not a defensive tactic, but that's what you saw there. Westbrook handling the rock and has the quickness to drive on pretty much anyone.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Westbrook trying.
Okay. That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
Back to Fox. Barnes passes to Holmes. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
To the middle. Here's Westbrook. And Bryant kicks to Bertans. Pass to Beal. Finished off by Beal.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
Here's Bagley. Not going to go that time. And the Wizards now going the other way. Pass to Avdia. And the rejection by Holmes. Here's Bertans. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Now think about this. Marvin Bagley is on a high school team, but you add to that the 2018 first overall pick in DeAndre Ayton. Can you imagine being 16 and stepping onto a gym floor with those two guys?
And it's Brown missing. Now here's Halliburton. He's covered closely, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that brings them within 8. 9 seconds left in the fourth. Out to the right wing. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Can't connect. And so Washington takes the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
This is an aerial view of our location. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. A look at Cleveland's starting group. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Okoro in at the 3. And for the Kings, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Marvin Bagley is out there with Holmes, and it's Fox in at the point. Now, here's Fox. Following the miss by Kevin Love. Here's Holmes, and he uses the glass on the layup. Holmes got the game going with his first points of the game for the Kings. Greg, in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. Holmes passes to Bagley. The dish now to Fox. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Hield. That one doesn't drop. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Drummond with it. Now guarded by Fox. Back to Drummond. It's stolen by Bagley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Free throw drops for Hield. Both free throws good from Hield.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Outside, Sexton. He kicks to Garland. 6 to shoot. Drummond finds Love. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
And here is Hield. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State. Lets it go with a 3. And Okoro pulls it down.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Back to Love. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
We know this about Kevin Love. Contact will not deter him.
Well, one thing that Kevin Love will always have is his passing. He'll be one of the best deep court passers until the day he retires.
And we know this, Greg. He took his inspiration with that ability from the great Wes Unseld. He, too, an incredible passer, easy opportunities at the rim in a jump start of the break situation. Just 2 incredible guys at what they do.
Here's Garland following the basket by Buddy Hield. Passes it to Okoro. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Whiteside's checked in for Richaun Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Bagley. Corey Joseph's checked in for Buddy Hield. And Halliburton subbed in for Fox. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. JaVale McGee's checked in for Andre Drummond. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Okoro. And Damian Dotson subbed in for Colin Sexton. Robinson's checked in for Barnes. And Cleveland with a change here too. Windler's checked in. Back to Joseph to the inside. It's Bielitsa. Whiteside trying to break free. Bielitsa misses. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Dotson the pass to Nance. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the night.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Here is Nance. Pass to Osman. Here's Windler, guarded by Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Osman. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Knicks. Here's Joseph, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Now, Corey Joseph does not lack for confidence on the interior. Don't let the size fool you. The frame, the game, it's all there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Cavaliers trail by 3. The pass to Nance. Down low, here's McGee, and it's blocked by Whiteside. And he recovers it. The shot's good from McGee. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Over to the left wing. Lets it go from 11. Rebound by the Kings. Here's Halliburton. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Kings ahead. They lead by 1. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, Bielitsa is out there with Robinson. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Joseph in at the shooting guard position. Inside. Osman, the pass to McGee. Out to Nance. Here's Osman. He's coming off a 19-point game against New York. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. The drive by Nance, and Nance slams it in.
How about the agility of Larry Nance Jr.? So good switching gears, getting into the lane.
And it's Joseph in the corner. Shot on the wing. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Pass to Osman. Here's Dotson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The shot's good from McGee.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Passes it to Halliburton. Right side against McGee. Pass to Halliburton. Just 4 to shoot. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Bounce pass, Nance to the paint. and then slams it in.
Boy, you have got to get Larry Nance Jr. out of the paint. If not, he's going to dunk all over you.
Now, here is Halliburton. Defense right on him. McGee with the block.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And Cleveland also making a change. Sexton's checked in. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, just a little bit of momentum and Sexton going right to the rim.
To the middle. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Holmes.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Inside, here's Nance, and Nance slams it in.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Good.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, and getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
Well, Sexton showing that he's more than just a jump shooter. Very comfortable on the interior against size.
They kick out to Heel. 1:12 left in the first half of basketball. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Here's Osman. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And foul on the shot, so he'll get it. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, Colin Sexton, I think, is a crafty point guard with tremendous upside. He obviously can facilitate and be a distributor. The key is, can he knock down shots consistently?
That one falls. Holmes got 6 in the quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
To the paint. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
The Cavaliers have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Sexton, and it's Sexton on the follow. Sexton's got 7 points in the game.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
Fox, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Love outside. The 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cavaliers lead by 3. We'll take a quick break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Some good action during the period as it was. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Richaun Holmes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Okoro out there with Kevin Love. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. Sexton the pass to Drummond. Fox with the steal. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Bagley. Finished off the break. Bagley's got his second basket.
And he's just an attacking player. A guy who doesn't mind a little contact. Bagley there with a strong finish.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. The pass to Garland. Back to Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Cleveland moving it around. And it's Drummond missing. The Kings leading. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Garland. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Drummond. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. Eddie Osman, he's checked in for Okoro. And Damian Dotson subbed in for Colin Sexton. And good that time. And the Kings lead by 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And McGee kicks to Dotson. McGee, the pass to Dotson. Here's Osman. His first shot coming late. That one a little long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Robinson dishes to Whiteside. And they double up Whiteside. Outside, Joseph. Passes it to Halliburton. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. And he banks in the layup. Whiteside's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Dotson in the corner. Garland the pass to McGee. No good on the shot. So the Kings will take it the other way. Here's Joseph. Plays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 4-point Kings lead.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Pass to Garland. And McGee kicks to Garland. Osman the pass to McGee. And no good. Some solid defense from Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Out to the right wing. 43 seconds left to play in the third. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Joseph. Outside Robinson. Now Joseph 5 points in the game. It's stolen by Nance. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. It's tipped. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Goes up the baseline. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
That makes him 0 for this quarter, and that has not helped their cause.
Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got the lead up to 8 now for Sacramento.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter. I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And so it's Sacramento in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. That's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. And it's Holmes in its center. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Fox, and the layup is good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
You know, just so smart. Kevin Love, tricky, crafty, you name it, he's got it in his game.
Here's Barnes. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Windler, guarded by Holmes. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And Cleveland making a change here. Owens checked in. Kings leading now by 10. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And he gets the bucket.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooter.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul. They double him with Love. Holmes finds Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Sexton with the bounce pass. Hield with it. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And the Kings lead by 16.
It's not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
There's Garland, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Hield. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
are truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
Hield outside. The kick out to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Holmes, good.
Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish.
The pass to Drummond. Yes, that goes in.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
Fox passes to Holmes. Tipped away. And Garland comes to help. And Holmes throws it down.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Love against Holmes. Cleveland moving the ball around. Okoro's shot is off. And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. Hield kicks to Holmes.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Kings.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Richaun Holmes.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Hield against Sexton. The kick out to Fox. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pass to Whiteside. Shoots over McGee. James, that's a two-pointer. They get it back. Whiteside. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
McGee finds Dellavedova. Here's Maker.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. From deep. No good. So it's the Kings winning this one easily.
presentation of the NBA.
How is that for a gorgeous... Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Kevin Love out there with Okoro. And it's Drummond in at the 5. And for the Wizards, Davis Bertans out there with Bryant. Then it's Avdia. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Beal in a 2-guard. 3 on the clock. Sexton for 3. Rebound, Washington. Now Beal. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Now, here's Avdia. It's Drummond with the rebound. Love against Bertans. Okoro. And Okoro throws it down.
Well, you got to respect Love's ability to make that pass. I mean, a sensational look from the big fella.
To the wing right side. Westbrook against Sexton. Here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Over to the wing. Bertans against Love. There's Garland. Westbrook with the block.
Always in a relentless pursuit of the ball. Westbrook is capable of making stand-out defensive plays. Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Drummond finds Love. Now Okoro. Westbrook with the steal. Avdia with it. Guarded now by Okoro. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Avdia.
Physical defense possible. They could have called a foul there. But Westbrook, he's a beast. He just plays right through.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Osman's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here is Smith. Shot clock at 6. Outside Beal. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. Some last season stats for him. Last year averaged 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
The Wizards with the lead. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Smith. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, you better respect the lightning speed of Smith, jetting towards the basket with this insane quickness.
Beal finds Wagner. The kick out to Brown. And there's the call on Cedi Osman. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:28 left in the first. Beal, the pass to Smith. 5 on the clock. There's 3-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 4.
And we so often talk about the elite scoring, but Beal's playmaking is now reaching that same level.
Yeah, it just shows you how talented and unselfish he is. All he wants to do is win. I mean, that talent requires help from your teammates. So he uses his vision and instincts and ability to keep them involved.
Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
I like watching Beal finish with authority. He doesn't mess around when he's knifing his way to the basket.
Dotson kicks to Osman. Dotson the pass to Windler. 40 seconds left to play here in the first. McGee in the high post. To stop the drought, count the basket. Wizards leading by 4. Brown outside. And the layup falls.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Nance. Second shot opportunity. Count that bucket.
See, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice.
Brown outside. Knocked away. Out to Smith. Fires for 3. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Wizards out front, leading by 4. And back in a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
On the court for Cleveland, Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Windler in at the point. Osman, the pass to Dotson. Back to Osman. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Osman's got his first basket.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
Westbrook passes to Avdia. And there's the foul. It'll go on Damian Dotson. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Outside Bryant. Pass to Avdia. There's Brown with the 3. The shot comes out, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Garland dishes to Okoro. That evens the score. Okoro's got his second basket of the night. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Wizards. Avdia, the pass to Westbrook. And stolen by Drummond. The Cavaliers, another fast break opportunity here. And the dunk by Love.
That's just remarkable timing from Love, knowing when to jump high for the alley-oop.
The Wizards shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Okoro. Oh, Sexton in position.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Down low. Washington again turning it over.
A moment here to see some stats for Sexton. Good season for him last year. He put up about 20 points a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Okoro kicks to Garland. Just 5 on the clock. No one near Drummond as he lets it go and misses it off the right side of the rim. Wizards trail by 4. To halt the run. Nice ball movement by Washington. Avdia, the pass to Bertans. And here's Avdia. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Love, no good. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the 7th. Here's Smith, and the rejection by Love. Drummond dishes to Love. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Pass to Okoro. Rebound by the Wizards. Bonga deciding where to go with it. Here's Westbrook. He nails it, and we're tied up. Westbrook's got 6 points.
The defense probably had a plan for Westbrook's drive, but he's so dynamic. I mean, it all falls apart.
In the corner, Okoro with it. He kicks to Garland. To the inside. The 9-foot shot. The Cavaliers again can't hit. For Washington, they've gone 50% from the floor in the 2nd quarter, 3 of 6. Westbrook with it. Garland picks him up. Outside Westbrook. Bertans against Love. Wagner score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
I mean, Wagner can hit a long jumper, but he's at home inside.
To the wing on the left. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay,
and the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And don't go away.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6. And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. 3rd quarter about to start.
And we've got 2nd half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
We've got Russell Westbrook. Travis Bertans out there with Thomas Bryant. Then it's Avdia, and it's Beal in a shooting guard. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Passes to Okoro. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line. He doesn't get the second one. The Wizards with the lead. And here's Avdia. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside, Beal. Dishes it to Bryant. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Bryant drives in. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, because of Bryant's strong frame, he's never really afraid to absorb contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. It's Drummond, high post. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. The shot's good.
Never any doubt where Bradley Beal's going with that pass. I mean, if he has a teammate that wide open, he's not going to miss him.
Left side, Love. Knocks it loose. Now the pass to Okoro. Out to the wing.
Nice work to get good position inside. You just can't quite get as good a look as he was.
Over to the left wing. The three from Bertans. Cavaliers with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Goes up, and Okoro throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Westbrook against Sexton. And it's sent back by Drummond.
And Drummond, a fearsome defensive presence. I mean, he can put you on your heels.
And Garland with a clear path to the basket. The slam dunk by Garland.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Westbrook with it. Guarded now by Sexton. The Cavaliers, another fast break opportunity here. Okoro wide open, he fires. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. The Wizards have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And that one's good, Westbrook.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D is struggling to keep up.
Bertans with the ball. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And the Wizards lead by 4.
Yeah, with Westbrook on the ball, you can't have a hole in your defense. He's too smart to miss it.
Here's Drummond. No good there. Good work defensively by Bryant. Wizards have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Garland with it. Westbrook picks him up. And that one, good. Okoro's got 5 points now this quarter.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Westbrook surveying the D to the middle. Lock at 6. And Bryant kicks to Bertans. Let's go. Bryant can't get it to go. And Love's got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A 2-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Pass to Garland. Back to Love. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Beal. Drummond trying to get himself free. Outside Westbrook. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Beal has quick instincts on D. He's fantastic at getting his hands up to contest shots.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2.
Keep passing the ball. Play fast. Get open shots. Shoot it. But let's focus on getting stopped. No open shots for anybody.
Wanting, Greg, more activity out there, Coach Brooks.
If they cover the basics, they'll be fine. And Coach realizes this.
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Windler in a point. Here's Bonga, covered by Nance. They get it again. Out to Smith. Here's Bonga. Here's Wagner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on JaVale McGee.
I mean, it's important that Wagner plays with confidence. I mean, this is only going to help him get better over time.
He hits both from the stripe.
And last year, to create cap space for Anthony Davis, the Lakers traded Wagner to the Wizards. And boy, he showed a lot of promise.
Yeah, he became the first player since Yao Ming to score 30 points and pull down 15 rebounds off the bench. And if you think that was a fluke, why don't you go back and watch the Rising Stars game? He showed he could match up with elite talent.
On the wing, Brown. Outside for Beal. That's tipped. Here's Windler. Back to Osman. Down low. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he established his position in this area, the defense is done.
Brown the pass to Smith. To the paint, stolen by McGee. Here's Osman, up and in on the layup. Osman's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Inside. Bonga, no good.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy layup.
McGee. Cleveland moving it around. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Wizards have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
To the inside. Wagner, great positioning on the putback. Wagner's got it all tied up now for Washington.
That's the relentless effort that Wagner brings. I mean, and it pays off. He hands his team some much-needed points.
Nance outside. Here's Osman. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
Erdonis, the pass to Abdia. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And Garland has it in the corner. Down low. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Wizards have gone 2 of 7 from the field, and it's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Westbrook dishes to Abdia. To the paint. Here's Bryant. It's good.
It takes a different level of concentration to execute in the big moments. And Bryant knows he has that.
Pass to Garland. This is it to Osman. To the middle. And it's sent back by Bryant.
And because of Bryant's timely shot blocking skills, he makes opponents second-guess themselves.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots. Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
To the paint. Here's Osman. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Loved the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Beal, the pass to Bryant. Now Cleveland moving it up.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Here's Here's Westbrook. Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way. Can you believe that? This is why we love this game. Westbrook finding a way to come up.
Here's Osman. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The offensive rebound. Drummond. It falls!
In clutch moments, you want your best players to come to bat for you. Luckily for them, Drummond is an all-star type player who feasts off of the pressure.
And stolen by Drummond. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled.